In this video, we look at the most streamed songs in a single week on Spotify. I Like the Way You Kiss Me by Artemas. It was released independently on March 19, 2024, following his debut mixtape Pretty. It achieved its highest streams more than a month after it dropped. It now has 343 million streams on Spotify. Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree by Brenda Lee. It is one of the Christmas classics, released on October 19, 1958. It achieved its highest streams the week before Christmas of 2023. It now has more than 1 billion streams on Spotify. Shape of You by Ed Sheeran. It was released on January 6, 2017 as the lead single from Ed's album Divide. It achieved its highest streams 2 months after its release. It is now the second most streamed song of all time, with 3.8 billion total streams. Espresso by Sabrina Carpenter. It was released as Sabrina's breakout hit from her upcoming album on April 11, 2024. It achieved its highest streams just last week, and it now has more than 152 million streams on Spotify. Down Bad by Taylor Swift. It was released on April 19, 2024, with Taylor's latest album, The Tortured Poets Department. It achieved its highest streams in the first week of the album's release. It now has 102 million streams on Spotify. Señorita by Shawn Mendes and Camila Cabello. It was released on June 21, 2019, as the second single from the deluxe edition of Shawn's self-titled album. It achieved its highest streams 3 weeks after its initial release. It has now accumulated more than 2.7 billion streams on Spotify. In My Feelings by Drake. It was released on June 29, 2018, with Drake's fifth studio album Scorpion. It achieved its highest streams 3 weeks after its initial release. It now has 1.3 billion streams on Spotify. Stay by The Killer Roy and Justin Bieber. It was released on July 9, 2021 as the lead single from The Killer Roy's album Fuck Love 3 Over You. It achieved its highest stream a month after its release. It now has more than 3 billion streams on Spotify. Last Christmas by Wham. It's a Christmas classic, released on December 3, 1984. It comes back to the charts every year around that time. It achieved its highest streams the week of Christmas 2023. It now has 1.5 billion streams on Spotify. 7 Rings by Ariana Grande. It was released on January 18, 2019 as the second single from Ariana's fifth studio album Thank You Next. It achieved its highest streams in the week of its release. It now has more than 2.2 billion streams on Spotify. All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey. It is the most popular Christmas song of all time and was released on October 28, 1994. It achieved its highest streams in the week of Christmas 2023. It now has more than 1.8 billion streams on Spotify. As It Was by Harry Styles. It was released on the 1st of April 2022 as the lead single from Harry's third studio album Harry's House. It achieved its highest streams in the week of its release. It now has 3.1 billion streams on Spotify. Bizarre Rap Music Session Volume 53 by Bizarre Rap and Shakira. It was released on January 11, 2023 by producer Bizarre Rap and the legend Shakira. It achieved its highest streams in the week of its release. It now has 929 million streams on Spotify. Driver's License by Olivia Rodrigo. It was released on the 8th of January 2021 as the lead single from Olivia's debut studio album Sour. It achieved its highest streams in the second week of its release. It now has more than 2.1 billion streams on Spotify. Antihero by Taylor Swift. It was released on October 21, 2022 as the lead single from Taylor's 10th studio album Midnights. It achieved its highest streams in the week of its release. It now has more than 1.5 billion streams on Spotify. Good For You by Olivia Rodrigo. It was released on May 14, 2021 as the third single from Olivia's debut studio album Sour. It achieved its highest streams in the week of its release. It now has more than 2.1 billion streams on Spotify. Easy On Me by Adele. It was released on October 15, 2021, from Adele's fourth studio album 30. It achieved its highest streams in the week of its release, and now has more than 1.6 billion streams on Spotify. 7 by Jungkook featuring Latto. It was released on July 14, 2023, as the first single by Jungkook from BTS. It achieved its highest streams in the week of its release, and it now has 1.5 billion streams on Spotify. Fortnite by Taylor Swift and Post Malone. It was released on April 19, 2024, as the lead single from Taylor's album The Tortured Poets Department. It achieved its peak on the first week of its release and has now accumulated more than 173 million streams on Spotify. Flowers by Miley Cyrus. It was released on January 13, 2023, as the lead single from Miley's latest album, Endless Summer Vacation. It achieved its record streams in the second week of its release, and it now has more than 1.9 billion streams on Spotify.